Welcome to BullAndBearEducation.com and Bull and Bear Education here on YouTube. Before we get into our technical analysis video for today, if you have not had the chance, visit www.bullandbeareducation.com and learn the ins and outs of the stock market. Get education. Even if you're an advanced trader, we have tactics that can help you. And the best part is we offer live instruction, meaning when you sign up with a session with us, what's going to happen? You're going to get a live person teaching you and educating you on things of the stock market. Prices are very affordable. Try us out. Send your inquiry, hit the send button, and we'll get back to you very soon. All right. So today's technical analysis video, we are going to start with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin here was trading pretty flat for a good bit of time, and this is the daily chart, so this lets you know that this is a long little period right here, and now it's starting to make a move. So let's focus in on the price action of the chart, and then we'll talk about the indicators first. Well, what you're going to notice is pretty much solid support all the way around here, right? So that's pretty solid. There are some dips and wicks beneath it, but let's call that the overall support line. And we are departing that, or diverging from that, however you wish to say it. And well, look what we're doing now. This is our overall trend line from previous trading, and we'll pretty much drop that right there. And so as you guys see, it's decision time, and it looks like it's going to break. There is one test here with the 100 EMA. That's what this light blue line that you see here is, and it's currently positioned around 2186. 21,186, that is $2,186, $21,186. Wow, to say that 5 times fast. Anyway, that's where it's currently positioned. That's what I would look to use as an entry point to the upside. If it were to break that level and hold it and close above it on the daily candle, I think it would be worth a swing to see how it goes. And with Bitcoin being so large, your stop would probably be a break of, if you wanted to go conservative, maybe the 50 EMA here around 19,870, or you could see if it were to hold this general support line area around 18.9, and if it were to break beneath, certainly the lowest wick was about 18 or 17. I would say probably call it quits around 18,000 even if it were to go against you. If it did not go against you, then you definitely want to see if you can test it up to this 22,777 range, and if that continues upward, then let's retest this area around 25,000. So that would be my general analysis of Bitcoin on the daily level. But let's look at it from the hourly, because this was pretty interesting. And so I thought I'd share this with you as well. From an hourly perspective, what I noticed about it is this 100 EMA line has held as general support. So if it breaks beneath this 100 EMA on the hourly, and I would say probably 2 consecutive red candles beneath it, or a red candle followed by a green candle that doesn't get above it, and then another red candle, that all of this was just a bunch of hoopla, because it did kind of go straight parabolic right here. And now it's probably going to retrace. If you put a Fibonacci on it, you could expect a retracement. If it were to break this 100 EMA, you can see where you can expect retracements on the hourly level at about 20,300. Then you have another level at 20,121, and the golden retracement level is around 19,920 odd dollars. So these are going to be your general most popular retracement levels here. The 61, which is the golden, the 50, which is this green, and the 38, which is this orange here, and the levels I just gave previously. So those are things to look for in regards to trading Bitcoin. Let's move on to our next ticker. Alright, so normally we start with the daily chart here on Bull and Bear Education, but I'm going to use the weekly chart for ticker symbol SPY. And that's really because I want to point out this MACD right here. You see, we hit the 50% retracement point here on the Fibonacci levels, and I'll just put these back up just so you can see. If we go from our COVID low to our Powell pump high, and we're doing that again, this is the weekly chart, so all of that fits in one space. You see we hit our 50% retracement here on a wick, but we did hit it, and after that we bounced off of it, and we are now going back up. So with that being said, we have gotten some bullish momentum, and that bullish momentum has caused the MACD to curl up towards bullish. And if it does indeed cross, I believe the rally will be confirmed and we will go upward. I am currently taking a bullish perspective here on S&P 500 and SP. And that's because we do have clear bullish momentum building on the weekly, and we also have bullish momentum building here on the daily. If you want to build out a trend line for continuation, it would look something similar to that. And we're just going to go ahead and put the Fibonacci's on here just so that people are aware of possibilities, and that's not where I want to start them at. Sorry, I know better than that. We'll start them from the end of the trend to the end of the trend, so from the top to the bottom. And as you see, we are currently trying to get out of this. We are currently at the 50% retracement mark, and we close on that basically smack dab, boom. So I think the trend continues. We have some resistance in the way, yes, we do. It just so happens to be that this 50% retracement mark lines up nearly with the 100 EMA on the daily and with previous resistance here on the daily, which also served as support right there and right there. I'm going to zoom in on that so that you can see. Our price currently is here, this green line where my mouse is, and you see the 100 EMA, which is the light blue just above it. If you go over, you see resistance right here, and it was support here and here. Very significant support here. Got powered through, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and support, resistance, however you want to say it. A little bit of movement, but it was significant. And look, it caught right here as well. This is a very significant level, this 389 level. If you close above it, I believe all is well. In fact, hey, even if you open above it, that would probably be good too. It'd probably gap up above it, and I think that would be even sweeter. So that's what you're looking for. You want to clear this 389 level for sure, get into the 390s, establish your bullish momentum, possibly get 395, 400 by the end of the week. Would probably change the weekly MACD into bullish, and when you get that, you might be able to retrace up to the golden retracement level, which is, well, actually under 400, is at 398. And I think that's a good price target right now if you want to play bullish. And if you want to play bearish, you know, once you break this trend line, I think that'd be a great entry point. But until then, the bulls have the momentum. So I'm not a fan of technical analysis right before you have earnings, because some people don't understand that technicals and fundamentals are completely different and unrelated. All right. So fundamentals will always trump technicals. You can be technically sound, but fundamentally wrong. With that said, I'm going to ignore the fundamentals and that giant E for earnings on the chart, and I'm just going to talk about the technicals of Alibaba. And it ain't great, mate. It ain't great. You have a strong downtrend here where Alibaba is just falling and falling and falling. And that makes it a strong candidate to look for continuation to the downside. If you look at it, you're basically having a trend down here. We could say that's going to be our trend line because that's the neater downtrend right there. And so we pretty much wick down to that trend line. If we break beneath it and say we get to, let's see, the low was 61.82 on Friday, and you had another low from Monday that was at 58.01. I'd say if you broke that low of date at 61.82, you probably start trending back towards that 58.01 level. But expect bulls to probably come in around earnings. They typically do. People typically like to buy around earnings, but not always. So be aware. You can be technically correct, but fundamentally wrong. The technicals are not looking good for Alibaba. This is a very clean downtrend, nothing really fancy about it. You're beneath everything. The MACD's negative, yada yada yada. Clean cut. That's my analysis of Alibaba. I'd say enter it, just to reiterate, on a break of Friday's lower day, which was 61.82. That would be to the downside, and the price target would be Monday's low of day, which was 58.01. Being aware of earnings that are on Friday, or expected to be on Friday. They might drop them early on Thursday, so be aware of the risk when trading all things. So if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. There will be shorts that also offer technical analysis as well. If you wish to learn what I do, how I do it, how do I see what I see, things like that, visit the website at www.bullandbeareducation.com. Schedule a session. Our rates are very affordable, and you get a live tutor, not a video recording. So do that. I appreciate everyone that has viewed, liked, left a comment, subscribed. Thank you very much for your support. Great day and great trading.